Blackhawk 26805.
When duty calls, the Army's frontline helicopter takes flight. The multi-mission UH-60 Blackhawk provides vital service wherever duty calls.
1211 coming left.
It's the Army's utility aircraft. It's the aircraft that they use to move troops and equipment around the battlefield.
We're 25 out from our ACP.
Right now, Blackhawks like these are fighting the war on terrorism in Afghanistan. It's similar missions like this that 4th Infantry Division pilots from Fort Hood train for daily.
Came from the RP.
Once word comes down, we're ready to go.
Draw straight ahead.
But before this troop takes off, they must complete their first mission, ground training. That means learning to fly these birds in a state-of-the-art simulator.
800 knots, looking good.
The graphics aren't that realistic, but the movement is exactly what you would feel while flying.
As you cross the FLOT, you can expect RPGs, SA-7s, SA-14s, anywhere you go.
The pilots are then briefed about their daily mission to insert scouts behind enemy lines, then transport 5,000 pounds of supplies to other soldiers.
That's just the basic, we call them the beans and the bullets for the troops. We move them around and resupply them.
He's going to drop into Stampede Creek.
The key for this aircraft to survive is how it maneuvers behind enemy lines. These Nighthawks skim the earth at 220 miles per hour.
We fly low. We try to fly fast at the treetops level. We want to avoid detection and try to slip in and slip out without being seen.
In fact, these birds hug the earth so closely, the pilots are not the only ones with watchful eyes.
Well, the crew chief's pretty much the eyes behind the pilot. The pilot keeps us flying forward, and we're out there checking, make sure he's clear of wires, trees, any kind of thing that might come in contact with the aircraft.
The crew chief's watch is even keener when 5,000 pounds dangles below the aircraft. For training, it's just a cement cube, but in real-life missions, Blackhawks sling load Humvees, water buckets, or supplies.
These Blackhawks are not in an attack configuration, but by no means are they defenseless.
If we're going to combat, it's not a matter of the pilots or the crew chiefs getting shot, it's the helicopter that's getting shot at, and we have to suppress that fire.
The only weapons the crew has to protect themselves and the aircraft are 2 M60 machine guns. But the Blackhawk also has some high-tech gadgets used to confuse the enemy and shield off an attack. This disco ball-looking device jams enemy infrared missiles. This little gadget fires chaff bundles and flares so enemy missiles hit them instead of the bird.
We have a hover infrared suppression system, which is basically it takes the hot gases from our engines and it cools them down so that they cannot be detected by the infrared source.
So while this is just training, this troop is ready to fly off at a moment's notice to serve their country. Dale Cedars, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.